I can't.
Do it.
Who's here, Big?
Tyrese, baby. Hey, man. I'm sorry, Tyrese, man. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
told me you wasn't gonna do it this
you know what?
time, man.
And I'm telling you, bro. You know what it is, Tyrese?
It's in the gut.
It's just, man. Like, I don't know if I gotta go through like a 12-step to stop it because Tyrese, you will come, and this is on everything,
man.
homie. Tyrese, you will come on TV. And I go, Tyrese. There's times,
At home.
yes, or there's times, bro, when
Oh
I
my
see you on
gosh.
Instagram, and I go, Tyrese.
in your head.
For real. But man, you know what? Welcome back to the
Welcome
neighborhood,
back.
man.
Thank you, sir.
We're always in communication, but we haven't had a chance to do this. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Life gave us a hell of a pivot
Yep.
that we had to take it,
That's
take
right.
heed to.
You look good,
Man,
man.
I feel
After
good,
your
brother.
vacation, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
You're steady trying to get to this Akon tie level, man. You know what I mean? You're on your way.
Oh, what with
Couple
the
shades.
Oh, brother, yeah.
Got a
You
couple
know what I'm
more
saying?
shades. You dropped
I'm
since
gonna,
I seen you.
I'm gonna lay out there in the sun a little bit more, my brother.
Yeah, that's it, man.
You
You
know?
know, you have to match your sweater.
Believe that, yeah. Well, you know what, man? I want to get between like I don't want to start on Michael Blackson, but I know that you know
yeah,
what I'm saying.
that's it.
I'll get there.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
How you been holding up, man? We had to, we still in, but the pandemic, we haven't had a chance to see each other, man. How are you holding up during all that?
I'm cool, man. It's couple crazy things happening on the personal front, but I'm cool, man. Just the pivot has been a blessing.
Yeah.
The opportunity to not just be in the presence of your family, but be fully present.
Yeah.
And when we were all stuck at home, it was crazy because we were stuck at home for like almost 10 months. And at the time, it helped my marriage and my family to hit the reset button, just kind of like no flights, no traveling,
Right.
no calls, no hustle and bustle, just like everything shut down. And crazy thing is, right before the pandemic hit, I was just telling my wife at the time, I was like, yo, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired. And I'm not talking about I'm blessed and I shouldn't be complaining. Like when you are moving on the pace that I'm moving on or was moving on, it's a wear and tear on your spirit, man. And you just like, I am just tired. And this ain't anything that meditation or just going to church could fix. Just this, like, I'm tired of giving so much of myself away. Concerts, movies, interviews, out and about, hustling, lunches, dinners, negotiating. And there's a certain wear and tear on you that starts setting in. And when the pandemic hit, man, I had just did fast, so my bag was all right. Whew,
Yeah.
thank
Hell
God.
yeah.
And
I was over there in London with you. I saw y'all bags. I
That's
was like,
right.
This is ridiculous.
So it was interesting, man, to just be able to pause, sleep,
Yeah.
and be unapologetic about resting. It felt like I was retired for the first time ever after giving it all away for close to 25 years.
And you got to think, man, like Tyrese, there was no time where you were, if it wasn't for the pandemic and everybody had to pivot, I know on your schedule you didn't have, I'm going to take a year off.
No.
And the one thing with the pandemic, bro, is it sat everybody down.
It did.
It was like everybody's schedule or whatever, it just stopped at some capacity. It got different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it did give you a chance to kind of reflect, rest, get closer to your family, think of something. I tell people, I say, man, if we didn't come out of this better or learned a little bit more, bro, I learned so much from this,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I learned so much from this.
Well, you definitely had to get to a place where you grew more comfortable in your own skin. And a lot of us have extreme validation issues where we always have to be out and about, hearing compliments, being in the presence of everybody.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, the likes, or even beyond social media, just like in person.
Yeah.
Like lunches and dinners. And so the idea that we all had to just stay at home 24 hours, 7 days a week, most of us have not experienced life having to do that. And so you realize, like, damn, like I'm depressed or I'm sad or I don't like me. if me doesn't include everybody and everywhere, the invites to the club, the beach, the parties, it just all stopped.
You know what I told people? I said, man, I don't mind it because I like home.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I like home, bro.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
what my wife has built. I love my kids. And I love I love being at home. Now,
But
I'm going to go
most
out
people
and get
don't
it.
have that.
Yeah, I'm going to go out and get it, but I love to come back home. So somebody telling me, man, you know, of course you want to do certain things, and there was at times where we couldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that became a situation too when somebody tell you can't. It's
Right.
like, damn.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
reminded.
Yeah,
because you work too hard for your freedom to just
Yeah,
have
man.
somebody say, no,
you can't.
stay at home.
Yeah, you're like, wait, what the hell?
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you learned a lot. Did you learn a lot about Tyrese?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. With all of my traumas and triggers and just things that have happened over the years, amazing, life-changing, and traumas and drama or whatever, again, the wear and tear on your spirit, you can't act as if you're tired because you've been so blessed only.
Right.
You know, a lot of us will lose someone in their family and don't actually sit still and pause and be able to process how you actually feel about the loss.
Yeah.
And so your form of therapy is to busy yourself up and push it all to the back of your head. And so being able to sit still and process and actually say, I'm not okay. And to really like just sit there and like, how do I feel about losing grandma, whatever that might be, or the homie, or a friend, a cousin, a family, or a parent, whatever. How do I actually feel? And being able to sit still and process that happened for all of us.
Right.
You
Were
know?
you able to sit still and process? Do you think you could have sat still and processed more during the pandemic than if we were not in it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And was able to heal and get closure for a lot of things that I just didn't have time to do. You know, being able to say, like, if I feel like crying just as a man because I finally ain't got nobody around me and I can just get that off real quick,
Yeah.
that's where
Get
it
it off.
is. Be able to have those virtual therapy sessions or whatever and just process, like, how do I feel about Paul Walker? How do I feel about John Singleton? How do I feel about my boy LaShawn Daniels? Just whatever you're thinking and processing and whoever that reality is for you, being able to go there, you know? And I think a lot of us, which is interesting, there's some people that believe in meditation and are in tune with their spirituality. But for whatever, us as black and brown people, we laugh at each other for confronting the real stuff that we have on our minds.
Right.
Like, if you scared, go to church. Okay,
Right.
well,
Getting
I
help.
don't want the homies to think I'm scared, so I'm not going to go to
Right.
church. So
And we're starting to see it even more so, Tyrese, with how people accept I need someone to talk to. Because, you know, growing up, when somebody said, man, I'm going to therapy, the first thing they say, oh, you crazy. Are you this, you
are
that.
you going to see a shrink? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, to go shrink
Yeah.
these problems
Yeah.
because they big.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And so now you'll see where you start having this more healthy dialogue where it's not taboo. You're not sneaking to go have it. And also, man, just as human beings, as men, as black men, there's some things that, you know, we carry different. And and you got to compartmentalize and you got to, you know, and so now I love that we're having these kind of dialogues. Like even checking up, man, you good?
Yeah. I also love that mental health awareness month, or just people speaking so openly about, oh, I suffer from depression, I have anxiety.
Yeah, man.
Like the young lady, the beautiful tennis player who just stepped down.
Naomi. Yeah.
So her stepping down for right now because of whatever she's feeling and dealing with, like people are like scratching their heads because they like, wait, what do you mean? I have anxiety too, but it wouldn't make me cancel a press tour or a press junket. Well, everybody feel what they feel differently.
Yeah, and you don't know what someone's triggers are or what their anxieties are. You know what I'm saying?
it.
Like, and my bag could be very different from the bag of what you carry.
That's it.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
people need to know this, because people who don't have money will never ever put two and two together until this is said. I want you guys to know that her being worth $600 million never stopped Kate Spade from killing herself. Anthony Bourdain,
Right.
You know, him traveling the world. I know
Right.
Dave Chappelle turned it into a
Right.
piece of his bit, but it's true. You had associated Anthony Bourdain to living his best life, so why would that be the outcome of his life?
But I'm pretty
So-
sure you get it too, Tyrese, where people will say, well, that's what you signed up for. Or that's, you know, and it's crazy because we'll look at certain things, we'll say, you know what, we want the car, we want the this, we want the that. But I always tell people, I say, man, life isn't a buffet. It's an entree. You can't go and pick the Rolls Royce and go and pick the this and go and pick the that. Like, no, you got to have everything. Like with me, you got to have your mom being deceased, your brother being deceased, the homelessness that I went through, everything that you know, the sacrifices that we continue to make. You got to take it all. You can't just come in and take, you know, a car. You got to take it all.
Yeah,
and
well,
plus we've been there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Well,
bro,
see, when you don't have money, your association and your connection to money, in your mind, you would say, well, if I lost my mom and I had a Rolls Royce, I'd be good.
Right.
Until you get the Rolls Royce and lose your mom. You're stressed out, but stressed out in the Rolls. Because the Rolls ain't going to take how you feel or what you're feeling away.
Yeah.
And so, again, before I started making money, I figured literally in my mind, growing up in Watts, living at the bottom of the bottom, you know, SSI, WIC vouchers, county checks, government cheese. We had every source of free money we can get. And in my brain, I said, once I get money, all of these problems and all this stuff that I'm feeling is all going to magically go away. And unfortunately, money never stopped Robin Williams from killing himself. And so you just got to understand. And here's the thing. I thank God that I don't have those particular issues where my stresses and traumas at times get so crazy, my thoughts arrive at, I don't want to be here. So I don't want no one to think that that's what my struggle and that's what I hint at. Subliminally or indirectly, I don't play those games. I never got to that place. But I can tell you guys, it's crazy. And I love that this has been a part of the conversation. The last 5 years, mental health awareness has allowed people to say, I do struggle with blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not ashamed to talk about it and put it out there and kind of build a community of people that's going to say, I got that and I deal with that too. And let's talk about it openly, you know? And it's just beautiful, man.
Are you in therapy now?
Yes, sir.
We've been waiting on this Fast 9.
Oh,
bro.
yes, we have.
You know what I'm saying? And at one point, we had a date. And I keep saying we. I go to the set for one day now.
Now you're part of
now
it.
it's we.
Right.
But I had
get
a
the crew
chance to
jacket.
take my family over to England, right? And Tyrese was there. You guys were filming Fast and Furious 9. And my man, you know, and Tyrese and I, we go back. He sent his car.
Aw.
He had us laid out on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was amazing what you did. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't have anything close to giving you a payback for that. So I'm just going to say thank you. There's nothing I could do that
Appreciate it.
you know
I'll take that sweater. I tend to leave here with some of your clothing.
Yeah, I noticed that,
every
man.
time,
I wish I
so-
would. And this is Dub C's line right here, man.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, it's on your back, so I want that specific one.
Yeah.
And it ain't coming back.
Right.
So
Oh,
as you
I
noticed.
know that from my Dodger hoodie that you
That's
took.
right,
And
that's
then,
right.
He brings that up
Yeah.
sometimes. And
Oh,
Dodgers
yeah,
on the screen. He'll
it's-
say,
Oh
"Remember
yeah,
that time?"
I'll be like, hey man, and he's like, and the Dodgers won the World Series. I was like, man, I wish I had that hoodie that Tyrese
It's
took that day.
crazy because that sweater was mine.
Yeah. Yeah, he came here one day, and that's like how we were talking about,
Yeah.
bro. You were ripping
Yeah.
and running. You
Wiped
were working.
out.
You were he went and had to lay down in my
Yeah.
office
Yeah.
between ripping and running and ripping and running.
Fatigue.
And so I gave him a hoodie because you were done that day, bro.
Yeah.
And then he walked out with my hoodie. So,
It was cozy.
But I was, and the thing is, the hoodie made me feel better.
Right.
You know,
And
I
you know
was
what?
warm.
I'm glad you did
was
that.
blessed.
Because I'm going to tell you straight up, man.
That's why
I've
you
been
ain't
in
get
your
it back.
house many a times.
Yeah.
And I've taken a lot of food from your house.
You have.
You know what I'm
You have. You take
Call
so
it
much
even.
food,
Yes.
you actually avoid me on the way out the door because you don't want me to see the amount of plates.
But let me
that
tell you,
take.
let me tell you what's
Because it's
cold
cool
about
to
it.
take 2 plates.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
But when you out here with it like this,
Yeah.
hey, where's Reset? Oh, he back up. Okay, good. Because
but
I
you
don't
know what
want
I
nobody.
You know what I do too, Tyrese?
Oh my
I
God.
take the actual aluminum that they serve y'all in.
Oh, wow.
And you think I'm playing, Tyrese?
Yeah.
They're like, "Big, you want anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me have this."
Yeah.
You know, and by the time you see me when I do the fake goodbye,
Yeah.
I already went to the car twice.
That's okay, got you. So
So-
you fully loaded.
That hoodie,
And your system is
take
to, you also put bath towels on your back seat so
Yes.
none of the Benihana
you know
juice
that.
is spilling
Yes,
on you.
yes,
I got
man.
it. That's how many plates he's taking.
hey man, so
Yeah.
he has Gibson Hanas
Yes.
at his home, and the home is up for sale right now.
Yes, sir.
Is the Gibson Hana still back there?
Yes.
I just want to pop back there and just make something.
Before
You
you, go.
can.
Yeah.
The house is.
Are you gonna
definitely-
have one more soiree?
I was thinking about a Fast 9 premiere after party. The
Right.
after.
But you know what? Let me tell
Thinking
y'all.
about it.
I got my star coming in September, right?
Mm.
And I've been planning this.
Mm.
This dude could wake up and say, "Hey, Big, we doing something tonight." And I'm like, "Oh man."
Mm.
And I would get there. This dude got full food. Then you look over, and I'm like, "Man, I'm trying to get, somebody." This dude, you look over there, it's Vin Diesel, it's Will Smith, it's Scottie Pippen. It's like, I'm like, dude, everybody came.
At the last
You
minute.
announced this at like 4:30,
Yeah.
and we here at 9, and Will Smith is here.
Yeah.
It's
Well, let me tell you what happens
No,
at this
man,
point.
yeah,
babe.
let me know,
I have
please.
to explain this. You know how much you love coming to the house and-
Yes.
and doing what you do?
But I'm not
That
Will
same,
Smith.
but no, that
and
same
they're not stealing
love,
plates.
that same love is with everybody because
okay.
you make the connection to there is no other experience in all of LA like this. So rather, he's letting me know about it at the last minute. I'm there. There's no
Right.
way I'm missing this. Everybody else feels that same way. So what happens now is I can't tell anybody about what I'm doing 3-4 days in advance.
Right. Do you know 3-4 days in advance? Keep it real, Tyrese. Do you
No.
know? Okay, there it is.
No, I
That's
don't.
why you can't tell us.
Yeah, but I don't know 3-4
Yeah.
days in advance.
This dude will
So-
announce like, "Hey man, Mayweather fighting tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, he fighting." "Yeah, we got a party tonight." I'm like, "Oh my god."
And so, but here's the thing: he freak out about the last minute of it all, and then he goes, "It's no way I'm missing it."
Oh, yeah, not
And
at
then
all.
He pull up.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Will Smith and everybody.
Yeah,
else.
man.
It's the same thing.
Damn.
It's a vibe.
I literally be like, "All right, man, am I gonna go to my aunt's birthday?" Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Tyrese.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
But
gonna go to this Tyrese party.
I want to say this too, and I'm not stroking my own. I'm just gonna put it out there. The other reason, outside of the food and the vibe and who you're gonna run into in the community of it all, people have said the biggest compliment to me is I feel safe.
Yeah, man.
And there's never been paparazzi
Yeah.
to follow anybody
Yeah.
to their car
Yes.
after one of my parties. And it doesn't matter
That's
what we
true.
doing, we drinking, we hanging out, we partying. There's a nightclub. The vibe is real. Everybody feels safe. It's always diverse.
Yeah.
You know, you never know who. And then you'll just see people like, I remember Timberland came to he's been to a few of them, but when Timberland came to my party one time, it was his first time. I shook his hand. Man, I didn't see Timberland for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then I finally seen him as he was leaving, and I was like, yo. He was like, man, I found me a corner and ran into blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And man, 5 hours went by, and I ain't even noticed.
Hey man, and you can't
Damn.
tell me that it ain't been $1 billion worth of deals in that backyard.
At least.
Because everybody catch up with each other.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
and everybody is, the vibe is amazing. And what I love about it too, it's not just Will Smith. It's not, you know, it's people that we know as well. Like, oh man, and there's some people I didn't see until I saw them at your party. That was like our reunion.
Yeah, that's it. So it's
so
this
don't
record
sell the
label.
house.
This
Don't sell the house, man. We got too much. Yeah, we got too much going on, man. And I know you're in Georgia. Come back for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, my star is in September. Do you know how many people I can invite just from your parties alone? You know what I'm saying?
Do it a week
Put
before.
the house up for sale in October. That's when you want to sell the property.
Your event is September what?
September 8th on my birthday.
So I do have an offer on the house. Should I tell them that they can
You need a lease
close on
back.
September 9th?
You can tell them that, man.
Yeah.
Or pull it, take it off.
Just get it out of there.
Take it off, man.
Because this is
You know what I'm saying?
this is too important.
Because where we gonna do the Christmas party at? Right? Where we gonna do the Christmas party at?
We've been planning that for a minute now.
Yeah, you know, Christmas party. You know what I'm saying? Remember the Groundhog Day thing that I did? Oh, you weren't in town when I did that.
I wasn't.
Arbor
Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
Remember the Arbor Day party?
Yeah, when I did a Groundhog Day party at your house. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Everybody, where Tyrese? Oh, he upstairs.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So just
Our
know,
kids' birthday parties have been legendary too.
hey man, let me
I've
tell
heard.
you. Let me tell you this black motherfucker right here.
I've heard about that.
Let me tell you, man. I'm at his kid. For one, the backyard dude never stopped, and it was like some, I don't know, like Candyland type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there was all kind of licensing and all kind of things that he was breaking just with the characters that were there. You know what I'm saying?
Not official.
So then I'm already at this party, and I'm already, you know, and Tyrese my guy, so I can say it. I'm a little salty. I'm a little jealous is bad.
Yeah.
Salty, envious, those kind of words.
Yeah,
You know,
annoyed.
annoyed,
Yeah.
judging. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking, and I'm already under my breath looking at the Candyland and the tents, and under my breath, I'm like, man, fuck this party. But that's under my breath.
Right.
When I
Yeah.
see Tyrese, hey, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yeah, the vibe.
All the food, everything, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on
you
point.
with your daughter. Hey, what's going on, Will? What's up, Vienna? Everybody got their kids here.
Wow.
Open air. It's beautiful in the backyard, right? So now on top of all
Chocolate
this,
Factory.
Oh,
we
yeah.
did the Willy Wonka.
Oh.
yeah,
chocolate
and
factory. That
had
was the
Willy
thing.
Wonka there. No, I'm just kidding.
Rolling
But we
out.
had gold bars and all, you know,
Yeah.
go
Oh,
get
yeah.
tickets. And so now I'm done.
I'm mad, big man.
Done. And then they want everybody to gather around the pool, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's gather around the pool. So I'm already looking, and then they have this thing where somebody come out and it's somebody covered up, and you see somebody carrying something, and it's huge. They get to the pool and throw a mermaid into the pool.
What?
So now I'm sitting here, and I'm like,
mermaid.
I
You're like, it's Ariel.
I gotta get my daughter a mermaid.
This dude's
and
at the
and you
bar.
know this, Tyrese, and I've told you this many a times, bro. My kids, when they were young, I would take them, and I told you that I would take them to his parties, and I would have my daughter Jade, I would like stand next to the cake.
Right.
And I would take pictures of them at y'all parties because my kids didn't know that it wasn't their party. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, oh, yeah, stand over there, take a picture, stand over there, take a picture. And then we would be like, you know, years later, be like, oh, my God, I had a mermaid. Like,
Yeah.
really? You
That's
did?
right.
Like
That's
what my
right.
dad
You
did
went
for me.
big.
Yeah,
That's what she
yeah.
said.
And then his daughter Shayla was like, hey, you know, now that they know each other, she was like, you
Hilarious.
know, that wasn't your party.
That was mine.
Jade, that was mine. You know what I'm saying? So just always inspirational. Like
Yes,
I said,
sir.
don't sell the house
Don't
until
sell the
after
house.
I give my star.
Yeah, man.
All righty, so we can have one more big soiree there, you know, and get everybody there.
You know, I was wondering if I sold the house and I sold it to somebody who was in the circle.
They're not gonna do it like you though.
They're not?
They're not gonna do it like you. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be you.
It's not so much the location and what was there.
It's the
you.
host.
It's
It's
the
the
host.
vibe.
It's the host. It's the vibe. And I'm gonna tell you, man. Like I don't buy lobster, but I eat it at your house.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't mess with them big. Like you get big ass shrimp. Like me, I'm at Vallarta getting those little ass shrimp. Them little shrimp.
You buy shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm
The
saying?
imp.
Yeah. When you get it by the bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it be all, you know.
Let me get a pound of the shit.
Yeah. And it be all wet from sweating. You know what I'm saying? So you have good parties, man.
Appreciate
you know what
you,
I'm saying? And we gonna don't stop.
Let's think through this Fast
I already
9
thought about it.
after
You
party.
need to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
You-
I'm
you-
with the Fast 9 after party.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? All
Okay.
you got to do is get your credit. I mean, I'm about to say your credit card. All you got to do is set it all up. All right, we got Tyrese in the neighborhood, man, and we gonna give away some passes when we
Let's
get it
do it.
together.
Yeah, after
Y'all
party.
stick around, y'all radios. Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
3. What up, Doc? 2, 1. Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood
boy.
back up in here. Your big interview. Tyrese is in the neighborhood, man. Fast and Furious Fast 9, man. How was it working on this one, bro? Like, you guys got a hell of a franchise.
You know, this one felt different, believe it or not, because I felt like the director, Justin Lin, shout out to Justin, he's very competitive, right? So he stepped down and didn't direct 7 and didn't do 8, but he came back to do 9. And as competitive as he is, on some Phil Jackson type shit, like he came back and he was like, I'm gonna take the needle and thread and I'm gonna make sure that I pay my respects and give the needle and thread and pass through the other 2
Mhm.
because I gotta make reference to bits and pieces of the storyline from James Wan and our brother F. Gary Gray. But then he was like, I'm going to figure out a way to take this all up to a whole nother stratosphere. And that's what he did. But he's a silent, competitive force. So this one is just crazy. Like the moment the movie starts, it just goes and goes. And you just sit there and you just like, holy shit. You're mad when the movie ends. And then you're grateful that after a pandemic and COVID and being stuck at home, that you get this much movie in one sitting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to be great about Fast 9, bro, is that's going to be a lot of people's first time going back to the
Yes,
theater,
sir.
like
Yeah.
really being in there.
Because we took the option of streaming off the tape. Like you can't stream it. So this is something that one of the biggest fans out there said to me. Like while emotional about it, I'm just listening and I'm like, I'm in the shit. I don't know why people are so religious about Fast. And
Right,
so
right,
he
right.
explained
Well, it's not
to
your
me,
character. It's everybody else's character, but go ahead.
That's cool.
Right.
Someone said to me, The Fast and the Furious is the only movie in my house where we're getting dressed. Hair, makeup. My girl is going because she wants to see all the dudes in the movie. I want to see all the ladies in the movie. So it's a family affair. And if you have been a part of this shit since the beginning, the movie just turned 20 years old this year.
Crazy.
So you may have a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old now that's now drunk the fast Kool-Aid and she or he is in it. So now it's a family affair and we all going.
That's crazy because my son is 14, my daughter's 12, and that's going to be like that's going to be a
And
family.
you're still married.
Yes.
So now we all going to do this thing together. So everybody gets dressed. Everybody wants to see it because we all grew up doing this thing together. So it's the excitement about pulling it all together because this ain't a mommy-daddy night. You know,
Right.
some romantic movie. It's just me and her, the kids at home with the nanny. We all going. So you got that anticipation. Then you get to the movie and the energy in the crowd, the screaming, the yelling, the laughter, and the diversity. Where you're looking in the theater to see that it's black and brown, it's Asian, it's everything, white, you name it, all in one theater, loving on this movie. Then this is the biggest highlight. The energy from Fast continues into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Because nobody goes home. There's burning rubber, drinks, talking, hanging out, socializing. Because we've all had to be socially distanced. And this is going to be different because ain't no way. I've been at home all year. Ain't no
Right.
way in hell I'm leaving the theater and going straight back home. So this is about to be a moment on June 25th.
Man, yeah, you definitely feel it, man. And at one point there was a date, and it felt like it was going to be so far away when y'all said next year, like it got pushed back a year. But that was one of the most smartest moves for everybody involved was to let us so-called wait to see what was coming next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was definitely ballsy on the studio's part to say we're going to theaters and not going theaters with the streaming
Mm-hmm.
because everybody has
Yeah.
been doing both.
Do you ever sneak into theaters and watch like Fast and Furious, any of the movies? Do you ever go with the crowd?
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, I do. Because movie premieres are technically very industry,
Right.
but you want to feel the energy from the actual fans.
Mm-hmm.
The laughter, the energy, the excitement, what they're yelling at the screen about. Like, I need all that. I need to feel all of that. That's the real energy from the people.
Do you drive fast, Tyrese?
Yeah.
Really? Did you learn how to drive better from Fast and Furious?
No.
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 He said,
No, I didn't.
What's the behind the scenes that we don't see? Do they give y'all like driving lessons? Like I know you can't
Yeah.
go downtown LA and jump from the 20th floor to the 17th floor like y'all do in the movie.
I haven't had a driver's lessons for Fast and the Furious since Too Fast, Too Furious with
Damn.
Paul Walker. I have not done it since.
And you bring up Paul Walker. What does it feel like with such a franchise and Paul Walker and you personally being so connected to it? Does it feel different when you go to do a movie like this? Is it more somber at certain points?
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, when we first lost our brother, well, first of all, we lost Paul and John Singleton. Like,
Mhm.
that's who I did Too Fast, Too Furious with. Yeah. So, it felt to me, well, for all of us, it felt like, damn, are we going to be selfish or appear to be selfish if we keep going without Paul? Are we going to be appear to be focused on, well, he gone, but let me go get this money? What is the Fast and the Furious without Paul? And then we got to this place where we said the Fast and the Furious has never, ever been about any of us individually. Fast and the Furious is about all of us. And that's what did it for us to just say, let's proceed. And then literally the family said, there is no way y'all are not going to not move
Right.
forward. And so having Caleb and Cody, Paul's brothers, having Meadow, his daughter, on the set with us, having them to help us to finish Furious 7
Yeah, man.
when we lost Paul because they looked so close to him. So they did the face swap and, having them to help us to finish the movie gave us all the confidence in the world that moving forward is the answer.
Does that
Moms
feel
and pops, everything. Yeah.
Different from other movies? Like there's movies, Tyrese, that I'm sure you've been in where it felt like this is cast, and does that feel like this is family, or do all of them feel that way to you?
No,
Right.
no. Most movies feels like get your bag, be professional, give a couple dirty looks when somebody say some slick shit, but
Mhm.
keep moving. Get that, be out of there. And family as a concept you can't associate the word family to a one-off.
Right. Okay.
We've been at it for 20 years, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in it for 18. Van and Paul and Michelle and Jordana Brewster, they've been at it for Sung King. They were in part 1. I wasn't in 1. I came in at 2.
Damn, that's crazy. Because with me, you were in 1.
I know.
In my head, you
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
No, it's so much part of the
Tyrese, how
franchise.
did you get in Fast and Furious? How did you get in Transformers? Like, because Tyrese, you know how to talk up and get into things. But to have,
I ain't got your sweater yet.
right, well, but I'm going to get this to you. You already know that.
I mean, if I could talk you into that shit, I'm the most talented nigga in the world.
Hey, man, let me tell you, though. For one, if I was in a fast movie and I just drove by and it was like, hey, what's up? And then I was like, all right, we wrapped. That's it. If I was just in one scene, I'm good. To be a part of that. And then to also be in Transformers, people just want one of those.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm
You
in
got-
Morbius, too.
Yeah, see?
It's Marvel Comics.
So what the hell is this about? And not just talent.
Yeah.
It's got to be something with the hustle, too,
No,
bro.
but that's I love that you said that. I think for me, man, it's actually disrespectful to me at this point in my career to just sum up my career like, oh, he's made it this far because he's talented.
Right.
Because there's people out here that's way more talented than me, and where are they?
Myself included. Go ahead. I mean, if we gonna talk about it, you know what I'm saying? If we gonna talk about it, Doc, it wasn't that funny. Thank you.
Wasn't that
He's
funny.
cracking up. The
But
camera
he
on Doc,
really-
man. He's laughing
yeah.
too fucking much in here.
Bending all over.
Doc was like, I was like, man, yeah. When I
He
said
went
talent,
all
that's
over.
my boss. He was like, well, you know, I got your contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But you saying that it's not just talent.
It's not just talent. What it is it's about, and this is the secret sauce. It's about willpower, determination, people skill, knowing how to disarm people. How about this arrival? Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever have you in mind for shit. Because you have yourself in mind for it doesn't mean they have you in mind
Right.
for it. Bro, listen, I put up an Instagram post and gave love to the director Todd Phillips after the Joker movie came out. Then I ended up at a pre-Oscar party, viewing party, and met Todd Phillips. Man, we've been in touch for 2 years. I send him projects and ideas. We're in communication. He ain't said I'm a cast to in anything yet, but I've made it pretty obvious that there is no next Todd Phillips movie without me.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't need to be in every scene, but you get in touch with and you connect with people like David O. Russell, Todd Phillips, you know, people that you feel could say, well, look, if there's a such thing as the next season of my life getting a respark, you got to align yourself with the people who could be a part of the respark.
And Tyrese, I've known you for years, and
Yeah.
it's always been you got out of these boxes where, oh, that's the kid from the Coca-Cola commercial. Oh, that's the
Box.
kid from the, you know, the guest, if it was
Box,
guest, you
yeah.
know. Oh, so
That's the
he's
singer
singing,
box, yeah.
So it was always these boxes
Yeah.
that people try to put you in, and you managed to grow outside of that box. And like I say, man, one of my first interviews was the guy, you know, from the Coca-Cola commercial. That was damn near the introduction.
Wow.
And now he's doing this. For us knowing each other so long, and my being next to you in your career, why you never brought me in on one of those projects?
Well, I mean, first of all, the contract that you had with Doc and the one that you had previous,
Yeah.
they just don't, they clip your wings, man. They don't let
Oh,
you
come
go
on, man.
nowhere, man.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
No, it's not. No,
your
Tyrese.
schedule is crazy.
No, my
You're
schedule's not that
unavailable.
crazy. No, I'm available.
No.
In all these years, Tyrese,
a
you
lot of
never did
years.
one of those things where you say,
Bring 'em
hey,
in.
man, even when Fast was had that LA feel,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't think that you know, and I know you at that point, you trying to get yours in,
Mm-hmm.
but at no point you didn't ever say, hey, man, I'm not doing this movie if Big Boy's not in this.
No.
We're sorry.
The fuck, Natalia?
It was his.
Like, really? Hey, and I'm hip to when you get on a plane, they say secure your mask. You know what I'm saying? And your mask is secure. We out of turbulence now, bro.
Oh, my
and I'm not
gosh.
saying that you have to. I just kind of,
Yo.
maybe I'm putting my expectations on you.
You are.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
I don't know. You've known each other
Yeah.
a lot of years, bro.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's friendship, right
Well,
there.
Hey,
you
do
know
you
what?
remember years ago I wanted to book you in
Let me-
Japan,
let me
right?
let me
you
tell
didn't even give me a buddy discount.
Yeah.
I've learned so much from you.
Yeah, that's just saying you got to be a man that move and know your value.
Right.
You know? But
Yeah.
I have something that I want to say. Here's a seed that I can plant.
Okay.
The first thing I can say to you is I have a partnership, a potential partnership for me and you
Mm-hmm.
for VoltronTravel.com.
Right. And I've been looking at
Yeah.
this.
What is that?
I was
Well,
going to ask you about that, but I
No,
didn't want to
but-
share
but-
with everybody
but
till I
look,
was
here-
in.
This is
everywhere.
what we're going to do.
But
I'm
let's
just-
not talk about
no,
it until I'm in for real,
no,
man.
no, let's
like,
talk
don't use
about-
this valuable airtime
No.
saying Voltron Travel. Brought to you by Tyrese and Big Boy.
No, let's talk about that
Right.
because I would have to plug it anyway, but
Right.
you don't get anything out of
What
it.
is Voltron Travel?
VoltronTravel.com
Right. Yeah, what is this
is a
Voltron
partnership that I have with Priceline.
Yeah. And I've
But-
seen this.
But the difference is whenever you book flights, hotels, or car rentals on VoltronTravel.com,
Yes.
we're helping to put black and brown people through college
Right.
through the
And
Thurgood
you know what?
Marshall charitable
That's
organization that's been in the. They're like UNCF. They've been just helping to put raising money and putting Black and brown people through full scholarships. So I said, instead of me just having another travel site, and as soon as you book a flight, I eat, and it's about me, I wanted to bring that charitable aspect to it, and I'd like you to be a part of this, Big. So you just said to me...
Wait, hold on, but on the charity side?
No.
Okay, because I'm down with all the charity, too.
I want you to be my partner.
Okay.
So you asked...
Well, say less.
Okay,
Don't say nothing else.
no.
Because the guilty over-explain themselves. Don't say nothing else.
No, ain't no guilty over-explaining nothing. I'm just saying to you all that you just said about how long we've been knowing each other.
Yeah, you know I didn't mean a lot of that.
No, you meant it.
You know I didn't
how
mean a lot of
long
that.
we've been knowing each other,
man. I was
and
just
how
giving you a
all
hard
these
time.
opportunities keep passing
I was
by
giving you a
and
hard
through.
time, man. I knew it.
I just said today I'm gonna go ahead and share the news that I think this is a good fit.
Man, let me tell you, man. And all the stuff that I was saying in your presence and a lot behind your back, I was... Hey,
I was just
you know me, man.
But let's get that.
Let's get it, man.
Let's get
Hell
it.
yeah, man. Fuel Fest is going down once again, bro. And tell people what Fuel Fest is.
I'm going to let my brother jump out there, man, and let the whole world know in L.A. what's about to happen on June 19th that's going to change L.A. forever. Cody Walker.
Cody Walker, welcome to the neighborhood. Cody, how you doing?
I'm doing good, big boy. How are you?
Man, I am doing amazing, bro. You know what I love about what's going on this weekend? Not that it's just Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Weekend. But Cody, like Tyrese, we were talking, bro. Like, we have been in the house. You know, L.A. is open now. California is open now. And people are really ready to get out there and have a great time around people. And we haven't had this kind of experience in over a year, and we've missed this. You know what I'm saying? So Cody, how do you feel about Fuel Fest going down this weekend? How exciting is that for you? Not just being a guy that's in the seat, but also being a spectator and presenting this to us.
Yeah, well, like you said, people have been starving for something like this. With the state reopened, it just allows people an opportunity to come and kick off the summer. It's the ultimate car festival. Huge car show. And it's not just any old car show either. I mean, people can come, they can hear the engines, they can smell the tires. There's drag racing, there's drifting, there's live performances, huge stage, live music. A lot of awesome people are going to be coming out. And it's just, the people are so hungry for this, and I'm just beyond jacked to have such a great weekend.
And what I love about Fuel Fest LA, man, is that it's not, you know, and no disrespect, it's not a car show.
Right.
It's like really
it's an experience.
Yeah, an experience, man. And I remember one year, because is this the second one because we had to take off?
Yes.
And I remember the first year it was raining and we were still out there.
Still out there.
And
Full
now
throttle.
we about to have a great weekend
amazing.
to get out to Fuel Fest.
Now I'm going to
LA.
plant this seed, and I'm not going to throw this out there. But people are very smart, so they're going to be able to put two and two together. The movie premiere for Fast 9 is on the 18th.
Right. Go ahead now.
Fuel Fest is the following day on the 19th.
Right.
Paul Walker Charitable Organization gets a percentage of all of the money raised via Fuel Fest, via Reach Out Worldwide, which is Paul's charity. This is Paul's brother, Cody Walker. If y'all don't know who y'all listening to, my brother. We're doing this at the Irwindale racetrack. All right? It's only like 35 minutes outside the city. We're not asking nobody to take a 2-3 hour ride.
Yeah, man.
Irwindale racetrack is going down. If the entire cast of the Fast and the Furious is in L.A., on the 18th for the movie premiere, and Fuel Fest is the following day.
Right. Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I guess I'm going to have to cancel my trip to
Yeah,
Texas.
I think people got to put 2 and 3 and 4 together because, you know, it's only 35 minutes out. It won't be a stretch to get anybody from the cast to show up.
Right.
But I'm not telling y'all that anybody's going to show up.
Right.
It's just not going to be a stretch. You're not going to have to talk anybody into showing up.
I heard
the
that.
next day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Cody?
I know what you're saying.
That's crazy.
Everyone knows what you're saying.
Hey, man, Cody over there like, man, you saying a lot, Tyrese.
Yeah,
You're saying
That's
a lot.
what he does.
But you know what I love about it, man? It's just the VIP experiences as well, man, that you don't get a chance to get next to this kind of excitement. You don't get a chance to see these kind of cars. You don't get a chance to have this kind of movement. And especially, we haven't had this, man. And I know I've been talking about this through the whole pandemic, bro, and I've said this, like, dude, I miss gatherings. I've said I miss car shows. I miss events. I miss things that are spectacular. And with Fuel Fest LA, man, and what the weekend is going to look like.
The weather is right.
And for those out there, man, don't get the father a tie. You know what I'm saying? Get the father some tickets and come on out.
Fuel Fest, baby.
And hang out, man. So, and then just the calls as well. You know what I'm saying? And I love that it's not just it's not, it's just a car show. You do get stages. You get people that's out there. You get a chance to bring your family out, man. And we haven't had a place to go with our family in the longest, bro.
And for those people who don't know what Fuel Fest is, because we talking about it as if everybody knows about it. If you think of SEMA in Vegas, the car show, if you think of the Dub show, okay, it's in that space, but it's on a whole nother stratosphere. It's crazy. Make sure y'all come out. Go online right now to fuelfest.com. Be smart. Get your tickets early. If you end up pulling up and getting some tickets at the door, good luck trying to get in at the door because it's going to be a little crazy with the last-minute pull-up. And I've never said this, but I will say this. For all of the VIPs, celebs and VIPs that's been hitting me already that want to attend, make sure you send me all your details so I can get you locked in and tell me how many people you trying to get in with. And I'm going to make sure that you end up in the VIP section watching all the DJs and performers and the drifting and everything that's happening. You got to hit me early because hitting me at the last minute ain't going to quite, work out for you.
Right. And if you don't hit them early enough, I'll get me some passes and I'll sell those to you for crazy prices. You know what I'm saying? Get some money grabbing.
Let me get something out of this.
But Cody, man, I definitely want to thank you for popping into the neighborhood and hanging out with us, man. And once again, Fuel Fest LA, it is going down this weekend. If you need any more information on Fuel Fest, make sure you hit us up, man, at fuelfest.com, www.fuelfest.com, and you'll get a whole run of show and everything that's going on. So, Cody, I appreciate you, brother, and I appreciate your time, all righty?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. This will be the biggest car festival in LA this entire year.
I love it, bro.
Wow.
And I believe it. And we so ready for it.
That's right.
And it's not about being the first. You say it's about being that best one. So I love it,
That's
man.
it.
Cody Walker in the neighborhood. Fuel Fest goes down this weekend. Tyrese, I'm ready to do something with you called For Real, For False, For False. All righty? I'm going to read you something about Tyrese. If it's for real, then just say it's for real. Don't get nervous.
Yeah, man.
Doc, I'm looking at
good?
Doc like,
Right.
bro, you didn't give me the heads up about this.
Right.
Bro.
Well, Doc
He's got
don't
his
even know what I'm doing
glasses
in here.
on, too.
You
Like,
know what I'm saying? Doc don't even know what I'm doing here. All righty, but for real, for false. I'm going to ask you something about Tyrese. Just let it be known with for real, or for false. All righty?
all right.
Tyrese purchased his first home at the age of 16.
For real.
That's dope.
My mama co-signed.
How the hell did that happen? Was that the Coca-Cola commercial? Because the Coca-Cola
It was the Coke.
was it modeling or
It was the Coke commercial that led to my record deal.
right?
It was a 19 record label bidding war, and I bought my first house in Hawthorne. It was a 4-bedroom, 2-story, and my mom had to co-sign because you have to be 21 in California to own real estate.
Really? Oh, see, I wouldn't know that because I didn't buy it before I was 21.
Yeah. It's okay.
Right. Yeah. It's all right. I own. I can't even say I own, but I'm mortgaging one right now.
Look at he's rolling his head. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. You saw that hate.
He's so mad.
So for real,
He's
but
mad.
you know
He's
what?
rolling his damn
I do
head.
have reason to. I do have reason though.
Okay.
You got to validate that I have reason. Though.
Okay.
Can you understand?
I'm
you can
listening.
validate that I have reason.
I'm listening.
Okay, but you understand I can be a little upset if you bought your first home at 16. You can come down to the pettiness and understand that, though, right?
No.
Okay, well, forget it. For real, for
No.
real. His childhood friend was
What I would
Brandy.
be is inspired to know that it's possible to do that because your kid is about 14.
Right.
2 years away from her
Right,
being
right,
able
right.
to purchase at 16
And she already said
with
she
daddy
is.
and mommy to co-sign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
But don't put that pressure on my daughter either. Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah,
Tyrese.
okay.
That's a lot of pressure. brother.
His childhood friend was Brandy. For real,
Yes.
for real, for false, for false.
11.
Really, though?
Me,
And how did that
Brandy,
happen?
Ray J, we all started singing at this park called Will Rogers Park at the time, and now it's called Ted Watkins Park. And a brother named Don Johnson who really put us all on the stage. And it was a lot of people that was singing. It was a group called Y Envy. It was a R&B group that I looked up to called The Fellas. And they were all there. Another singer named Jason was there who ended up getting a deal. We all were just singing at this park. And then Brandy was the first one to officially get a deal. And I was going crazy over it. Like, I know her. And it was like, she had I Want to Be Down, and it was #1 forever. And this is back when the jukebox, when you music, television, you control.
Yes, the box.
So the box had Brandy on minute after minute on the minute because every time you ordered the video, it would play.
Right.
So I just could not believe that Brandy got on, and not only was she on, but she was very successful, and it was a song that was #1 forever. So Brandy is one of my original heroes.
I heard that. You found that inspirational?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Because when you in the hood on the level that we was, you know what I mean, even though they from Mississippi and they moved to Carson, we was at that park. And if there was ever a moment for me to really believe that I can make it, that happens when somebody you know makes it. And you're like, okay, so it's actually possible to get from here to there and really win. And we talk about it to this day.
Tyrese, for real, for false. You have a fear of owls?
For real.
Really? How did you figure that out? It's not like you just then watching an owl come, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened.
Stop it.
Look at him. He's full of shit. He's so full of shit.
No.
You really enjoy my pains, man.
Nah, not at all.
He should Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it really happened.
As much as I know Tyrese, I've never known that you had a fear of owls.
I have a phobia. I've never been to Hooters in my life.
Because of the
Oh
logo?
my gosh, hilarious.
I've never been to Hooters. I wish a motherfucker would deliver a cup
You ain't got one in your
with an
backyard?
owl on it.
That's crazy.
I don't. Let me tell you a true story. Speaking of Fast and the Furious.
Uh-huh.
When we did, you can Google it. This is all real shit. When we did the first Fast and the Furious, there was the scene when you introduced my character and we was in the demolition derby type thing during the races. So they had about 60 people sporadically in the audience, and they had all this signage up on the wall with all of these different companies and logos because they all cut a check to have their logos and companies in the movie.
Right.
I got to the set, and one of the biggest signs up there was a Hooters sign. I told the director, the producers, everybody, if you don't take that sign down, I'm not shooting this scene.
So Tyrese, it's not just an owl. You're like
The image, the necklace.
Wow.
Let me give you a
he
rundown.
Look at Drake stuff like, oh man.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Drake.
yeah.
Drake is killing me.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, Drake is
So,
killing
and
me.
we're not gonna do it. If he Googled an owl right now, you couldn't look at
I'm
it.
out
Oh
of
my
here.
gosh.
I don't like it.
And where did that come from?
Why has Drake got an owl on the side of his airplane? Why has he got it on hoodies and sweaters? Like, I don't like it. You remember the music video
Does he know that?
for Aaliyah, Are You That Somebody? Never
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it ever again
my
after that.
gosh.
Because the owl in the
f-
video?
Nigga. Okay? You remember when the movie came out
Oh,
that
my
had the
God.
owls all on it? You remember, what's the name of that movie?
The movie with
The Guardian.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
Oh no, the
No.
Guardian, the cartoon one.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you're afraid of you have a
Bro,
phobia of animated?
I was at a light, and you know how they be rapping when they spend a lot of money on promoting movies?
Yes.
They wrapped the whole bus. I'm sitting at the light.
Hilarious.
The bus pulled up on the side of me. The whole bus had owls on it. promoting that horrible ass movie. I was wishing that it bombed because I didn't want the shit to have a sequel to it.
Yeah. Don't get no
because
Fast
there
and
would be
Furious,
more.
though. Hey, man, what about how did that happen? Like, where did it start from?
I was in Watts, and I was outside in the middle of the night.
How
And
old are you?
I was about 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I was standing outside, and middle of the night, probably 3 a.m. There was a palm tree in my neighbor's yard, and it was during the summer, so the palm tree was dead. It was crackly.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not
And
laughing.
then-
I'm just
No, it's all right. And then my
enjoying your
other
fear.
neighbor, my other neighbor had another tree in their yard right across the street. So I'm standing outside. It's 3 a.m. I'm all by myself.
Mhm.
So then, I just heard this noise. It was like,
Yeah.
so I turned around and looked, and there was a big ass white owl that just like came out on the edge and like perked this shit up and was like looking around with the little neck shit, you know, whatever that is, you know, whatever the fuck they do, you know, nigga little eyes and shit, you know. And then he flew, and he went from one tree and flew over and flew to my neighbor's tree, and I was standing out by a street pole, and then I was like, oh shit, ran in the house, and it was over after that. Big, I went to a zoo one time for a bird show.
Oh no.
And you know how they be coming out with all the little rare animals? You know, the
Yeah.
California condor. I was cool, you know, big wings. They came up. Then they brought out an owl. And what we have here,
On the glove.
gone. I was gone. I was out of here.
Damn.
So it's been very real. I mean, you can Google this. Tom Green from way back in the day thought it was funny, thought it was a joke, and he ended up drawing an owl, and he came up, hoo-hoo, like
To
playing
you?
with me, and I left this show.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been real.
Hey man, yeah.
I don't really like the fact that we talking about it because there's
now-
some people who's going to start fucking with me
Yeah,
over it, and they're going
right.
to get slapped.
Right.
Like, don't walk up to me at baggage claim playing with me.
Okay.
I don't like necklaces, earrings. I don't like nothing to do with nothing.
I heard that.
I don't look at it as good
Now, what
luck,
about
charm, nothing.
If they're not at baggage claim, like if we get you out on the curb, is that different?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's what you can really. And Tyrese, what goes down with Tyrese, the artist, the R&B artist?
Well, I got something that I'm gonna leave you with. I'm doing something. I did a joint with Rick Ross that I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to world premiere. So I'm gonna talk to Doc about it. I need his help. I'm actually about to drop it on June 19th for Juneteenth.
I heard that.
And it's the 100-year anniversary of Tulsa Massacre. And everybody's been talking about it, finally.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went on, I came up with this idea that what if the great-grandkids of the massive bombing of Tulsa, Oklahoma, in their own little way decided to keep the vision alive for black excellence and raising money for Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had their own banks.
Yeah, man.
They had
Black Wall
6
Street,
airports. They were investment bankings, real estate, surgeons, doctors, lawyers, a whole community of people. 6 airports they had in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood. And so I decided to do something with that. So the song is called Black Excellence featuring Rick Ross. And I'm going to show it to you, but I'm going to give it to you. But I'm supposed to be doing something with it on the 19th. I'm kind of broken about releasing it because it's not every day you do a song with Rick Ross. And to do something that has such a crazy visual with a song and then not have it to be connected to an album that's coming 2 months later,
Right.
it's a little stupid to do.
But I think that it's what we need too, though.
It's the timing, and
Yeah.
I can't. We're at 100. We can't release it at the 101st year anniversary of Tulsa.
right,
It's got to
right.
be now. So I literally, when I was texting with Doc, because I go to Doc, because it's not like, oh, you in radio, you one of the
Right.
gatekeepers of this R&B.
Did Doc
but
hear it?
Doc hasn't heard it.
Okay.
But more than hearing it, I just love having conversations
Right.
with somebody with as much experience because I'm a dinosaur at this point. And I'm like, I don't know anything about what it takes to actually win in radio because I don't drop but every 5-6 years. And every time I drop, I come around and they like, yeah, well, they don't really do that no more. That's the conversation. I'm
but
like,
then
okay,
you get
so
your number ones though.
the number ones happen because the Phil Jacksons of the world sit me down and say, well, you got to do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. That's how the game
But
is played.
at one point, even Tyrese, man, you did like when people weren't so-called checking for R&B.
Mhm.
You put out your R&B
Shame,
project. You
shame.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
shame.
it went very, very well. And I love that you go to Doc, man, because Doc will hurt your fucking feelings.
Yes, he
So it's
will.
obvious that you went to him with good stuff because for you to even keep saying Doc's name, let me know that you've been doing dynamite work because he will, man, this dude is the type of person that you will say, man, he'd take the blanket off the baby and be like, hey, your baby ugly.
That's it. That's an ugly baby.
Yeah, you
and,
know what I'm
and what
saying?
you supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
Very
Like,
honest.
man, yeah, like Doc would tell you that
think the baby
if
got
you,
potential.
If you ask,
I don't.
If you ask,
Yeah.
he won't just walk up and say your baby ugly.
Yeah.
But if you just say, hey, you know, Doc, I got my baby, how my baby look, you'd be like, oh, well, you know, stop showing that baby. You know what I'm saying?
The baby should be wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
think
it
of the
wrapped
baby
up.
like
yeah.
burrito paper.
Yeah, this dude, it's been times, man, where I've been with Doc and he was like, yeah, I mean, he played such and such for me. Like, I've had people, I know one guy that came to me and we were talking and he said Doc told him to stop making music.
I love that.
Doc.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
All right, the other day I was on the internet, and as you know, the internet loves to come up with these crazy theories and stories, and they might not be true, but apparently Universal wants to make a Jurassic Park and Fast and Furious crossover film. If they ever did truly pitch this,
Man, this
would
is
you be
more
a part
stuff
of
for
it? Would you do it? Would you say, yeah, let's do the dinosaurs and cars?
Well, I gotta educate folks. Jurassic Park and Fast and the Furious are both Universal movies.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I
man.
think. I mean, if the script and the idea made sense, then I would do it. But I think, in my humble opinion, I think that there are some more organic movies that are at Universal. I'm doing a Doc Winter right now.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
I think there are some more organic movies that could cross over. I think Fast crossing over with Bourne
Oh,
makes more sense.
right.
And I also think that if there was a such thing as a partnership between Fast and Transformers, because cars that become robots, trucks that become robots. So whatever we're in, you know,
I
it
love how you
becomes-
said if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I would do it even if it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I love that you said if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not about just the popularity or the money grab.
No,
You
no.
want it to make sense.
I want it to make sense, you
Makes
know.
sense.
But if I was Doc, I would say, no, you should never do that.
right.
Or I would say, like Mayor Kasim, no, not that, but ask me for something
Yeah,
else.
ask me, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's not going to happen.
That's nice. That's nice.
Hey,
Ask me
man,
for something else.
How involved, not involved like hands on, but I mean, you guys created something. So that's got to be where you're protective of that brand. You got to be when it comes to Fast.
Yeah.
You know, even when we saw like, you know, you and The Rock are good right now,
We're
correct?
super good. Yeah.
Yeah, but at one point, man, like you felt like you had to say something about the brand that y'all created.
Yes, I did. Well, it was one of those things where it goes back to what I mentioned earlier about Paul Walker, which is the Fast and the Furious is not about any of us individually. Right? So when me and Ludacris, because we're the funny, we're the humor, when we were approached about a spinoff, Luda was ready to go, and I wasn't with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, the reason that we are funny in this capacity is because Vin is always intense and serious. The Rock is always intense and serious. Or whoever else is in the actual video, I'm like, you know, we're able to play off of the seriousness of them and do our thing. And so I was like, I don't really know if I can see a full movie with Roman and Tej because, like, I respect Kevin Hart, but I'm not a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I just crack my jokes and do my thing. And so now you making me Eddie Murphy. Now you making me a comedian that has to crack jokes the entire movie. And I don't really know if I was ready to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you appreciate the real estate of Roman and Tej because you're getting us sprinkled throughout the movie. You know, so I appreciate my slice. I never claimed to be the biggest star. I never wanted the biggest payday. I never wanted to be number one on the call sheet. I'm not competitive. Like when Vin Diesel, and it had to be him, when Vin and Paul Walker at the time said, yo, let's open this thing up and let other people come in and play in the sandbox, meaning other stars, Jason Statham, The Rock, this and that. That was their choice because it's their franchise, and they didn't have to let no other stars in on the movie. So when they open that thing up and they start letting other real estate and other star power come in, then there's a particular respect that comes with that. And to say, oh, I'm now in the sandbox, let me go take the sand and go do my own thing, I like that concept, but there's also a way to do it. And so although we're not rehashing no beefs, because me and The Rock are super cool, as a matter of fact, we're supposed to be doing dinner this week. He wants to do a little Benihana experience in the yard. So we super good. But that's what the perspective is. You know what I mean?
You did say, though, that at that time you weren't okay with it. What about now? For you and Luda, or even just you by yourself?
I'm still not with it.
Okay.
But I think we're getting to that place where we're about to shoot Fast 10 and 11. Damn. And we're shooting both back to back for the first time ever. And then it's over. So if there's a such thing as keeping the Fast and the Furious afloat now, then we're going to have to spin off.
Right.
There's going to have to be an all-female Fast and the Furious with all the badass Charlize Therons and, you know, Michelle Rodriguez and Jordana and just doing their thing. There's going to have to be a Roman and Tej. We're going to have to break it up in order to keep the real estate of the Fast and the Furious out there, because we're getting away from the main Avengers.
Got you. Now, you were talking about people in the sandbox, right? And now we see that there's John Cena in the sandbox. Cardi B has come to the sandbox. Were you on set when Cardi was there and John Cena?
Yes.
Okay. How was that, having them come to the sandbox?
It's beautiful. You know what I want for the next one, though? Because Roman has been single.
Yeah, man. That's what. Come on, brother. Put it in the universe.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So Rihanna. Yeah.
I think she can do that. We haven't gotten any
she
music.
makes sense.
Right.
For the franchise.
Right.
Bad girl.
Not just your love interest.
So, not just the love interest, but because a love interest is like girly. You know, she's bad girl.
Okay, will she be in the movie as your girlfriend, or you want her just in the movie?
No, I want her in the movie as my
love
girlfriend.
Interest. Yeah,
where we can go kick some ass together.
Right. What if she's in the movie but she's not your love interest?
She's not in the movie.
Right. All right,
because
there
the Rihanna factor would not be mentioned if I'm not mentioning it.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm, you know, we cool. I know her. Yeah. But I need casting because Roman has been single coming up on 20 years. I don't like it no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to do love scenes with her and do nothing crazy. I'm talking about like, that's my girl and we kick some ass together. Like when you go back to back and we both got guns that she's looking that way and I'm like, baby.
You already wrote the script, huh?
I did.
Hey, man, is it hard doing a love scene?
It is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
because
especially with this stomach.
Baby Boy, that was you and Tyrese, right?
Especially with this stomach I've developed.
Well, that ain't nothing but hey, let me know in a couple weeks, couple months that we're gonna shoot. That's
couple years.
Yeah.
A couple years.
That's gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what is it like when you shoot a scene like that? And how do you not fall in love with somebody? You know, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, if I did a love scene, for one, it'd be gross. But if I did a love scene, like I'm falling in love with my co-host.
Well, it all depends on who it is.
Right.
You know, because
they definitely not gonna fall in love with me.
Chemistry is chemistry, and whether you actually have a love scene with them or not, it doesn't really take a love scene for you to be like, damn, I'm feeling something. You know, because while you on set, you spending a lot of time with the person that you.
How do you turn that off?
Well, for me, long before Time's Up and Me Too, I've always been the type of person who has been conscious of what I say and do.
Right.
Always. Like, there is not one female fan or one female employee of mine that could ever say that I've ever said or done something inappropriate to them. And that's why ain't nothing jumped out there. Now, obviously, I don't want to invite no problems because people do be making shit up.
Yeah.
But I've worked really hard to not create an environment where women would feel like if I look away, then I go to work and my boss is saying and making comments and creating inappropriate
you know what? I
environments.
beg to differ because years ago, and I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
I'm
you know what I'm
listening.
saying? But years ago, I remember you with a obese naked person in your bed.
Yeah.
And I remember that, bro. And
Yeah.
and I bear witness to that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Well, let's not bring it up.
Together.
Well, why you bring it up on a live mic?
Right,
motherfucker.
Hey, man.
Where was this at?
We were in Philly, and
That's when
we
Big
were all
looked like
together.
6 people hugging.
Yeah.
and I'm over 500 pounds,
Yeah.
right? So Tyrese, we ready to
Worst
go
shit
somewhere. And they
ever.
like, oh, Tyrese is in the same hotel. So I'm like, all right. So I get with his people. They give me the key to his room.
Yeah.
I go in his room.
I'm dead asleep.
Yeah, and I take off everything. I'm pretty sure I have my boxers on. We ain't gonna
Yeah,
get too
at
crazy.
least boxer briefs.
Yeah. So I take off everything and I get
Get
in the
in
bed next to him. And Tyrese, he's in there by himself.
Yeah,
Man.
imagine like waking up and you see like this big fat cloud diving towards your damn bed. It was the scariest shit ever.
Hey, man.
The blob.
He woke up like, what the fuck, nigga? Hey, man.
It was
I
the
don't give a fuck.
scariest shit ever.
I don't care how
'Cause
many
nobody
albums
gets
he had
access
out,
to
how
my
many
room. It's-
great
yeah,
songs he
Watts
had out.
came out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Watts came
Was
out.
in the
Really came
building.
out.
Yeah. Hey, dude, he can't even look at me now. He doing
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, this shit was bad.
Yeah.
I don't play those games.
And then we went to a mall and you shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was walking out the
Damn.
room, you was like, where you going, homie? No. Definitely want to thank
Yeah,
you for
man.
coming into the neighborhood and hanging out with us,
Hey,
man.
man, I
It's a
always
pleasure to
have
see
fun.
you too, bro.
Always have fun.
Pleasure to see you, man.
So, VoltronTravel.com.
Yes.
You're my partner.
All righty. Remember you said that.
Yeah.
All righty.
Congratulations.
Oh, don't worry about it, man.
I
And
came
thank
up
you.
here.
I already
This is
sent
an
that to my
early
lawyer.
Father's
Was
Day
this Shark
gift.
Tank?
Yeah.
Early
No,
Father's Day
Shark
gift.
Tank to ask you for something. I ain't,
Oh,
I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Early Father's Day gift.
All righty.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
Hey, man. All
You know what I'm
love.
saying?
Yeah,
And
congratulations.
there is no horse or gift. I'm not looking anything in the mouth. I'm taking this. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. You
All
know,
right.
other than the money you make from doing what it is that you do, this is one of them opportunities to make money while you sleep. Because flights get booked
Yeah.
even while you're not around to take the phone call. It's all done online.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind making some
He's
money in
giving
my
me that
sleep.
side eye like,
No, because you know when
You
I'm asleep,
sure?
I just wake up. I don't have no money that's been made. So
right.
I
yeah,
hear people that make money in they sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's an opportunity to do that.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
And then we're going to be able to
but
put
you
black
just don't
and
remember
brown
you
people.
said this.
No, I do remember because
Okay.
I'm recording on a live mic.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't undo it. Now, I didn't tell you what the percentage was.
Right.
I didn't tell you you was getting 0.5%. I didn't tell you you was getting back end.
Wait, no, you said partner. You said half
Yeah, man.
partner means
That's what I heard.
look
That's what I
at
heard.
it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Did you hear partner?
Hey,
That's
man,
what I heard,
yeah.
partner,
Or
man.
did you hear Artner?
Hey man,
I
Did we
heard the
put a
beat-
P in front
the
of my
beat
shit?
hey
pop,
dude,
yeah.
when you see a
Did we
movie,
put a
right?
P in front of
And
my
they say,
shit?
"Hey man, we're gonna
I
do a
said
buddy
Artner.
movie. We're gonna do a partner movie."
Yeah.
That's not 17 people.
Not at all.
That
I said Artner.
yeah,
as in art.
See, I don't want to work with you already. I don't want to work with you. It's already. I'm already.
is
I'm
already
ready. I'm
fugazi.
ready to sue you.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
You just gave the shit to me 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Lawsuit.
Man,
Damn.
alrighty, well, you know,
Yeah.
well,
Artner.
whatever it is, Artner. Now you're saying Artner.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Art is important.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. Alrighty.
sir.
Well, VoltronTravel.com. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Partner
Partner.
with a P.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Every time it's real for him,
Yeah,
he
you
looks
know.
to the side.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah.
all right. Like, everybody hear this, right? All righty.
Yeah.
Well,
Beautiful.
Tyrese, man, thank you for coming into the neighborhood.
Hey,
pleasure,
man, my
pleasure
honor,
seeing you
man.
again, man.
I love you, bro.
Yeah, love you
y'all.
too, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Well, I
Always
mean,
fun,
you
bro.
felt like you had to say that around the room.
Yeah.
You
I
know what I'm
do
saying?
because they
But what's his
contribute, man. That's crazy.
What's his name?
Bellman?
Right.
What's up?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's Natalia's name?
That's right. Natalia.
Yeah, there it is.
You know what I mean?
Tyrese in the neighborhood, man. Don't forget Fast and Furious, June 25th.
Yep.
Make sure y'all go
June
check that out.
25th in
Believe
theaters,
that.
baby. We love y'all. And go pull up on us for Fuel Fest,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Go to fuelfest.com. Get your tickets early. And we didn't mention this earlier, but the beauty of Fuel Fest is that whatever cars, trucks, motorcycles that you have that's customized,
Yeah, you can get them in, huh?
you can get your cars on full display. If you got 10 cars, 20 cars, you want them out there for the world to see, fuelfest.com. Let's go, baby.
There it is. Y'all stick around. Y'all radio